First, let me begin by observing protocol. And to every speaker that has graced the stage, thank you so much for the words that you have shared and for the wisdoms that you have imparted. I thought so long and hard as to what exactly it is I was going to be sharing today on stage, and I finally got a hold of a topic. We all have a beginning, so to introduce my topic, I want to introduce you guys to the beautiful woman you're seeing here. That's my mother. The year is 1996. It's 12 minutes past 12 on the 5th of April, and this woman finally puts to birth. She has been carrying this baby for 11 months, 2 weeks, and so she finally puts to birth. And because she put to birth 12 minutes past 12, she entered 12 different covenants with God concerning the baby that she had given birth to. And the father of the boy, looking at everything that the woman had been through, decided to call the boy Brintu. Now, Brintu is my middle name. Brintu means a warrior. Brintu means a fighter. I believe that every family has that warrior, that fighter that has been raised to break the shackles of poverty. I believe that every family has that warrior who sees the world through the eyes of the child without bitterness. And so, if you believe that you are that Brintu, that warrior of your family who has been raised to leave the world a better place and to break the shackles of poverty, I want you to turn to the person sitting next side you and tell the person, it shall never be war with poverty. I didn't hear you guys. I want you to turn to the person sitting by you and say that it shall never be war with poverty. Right. And so, because it shall never be war with poverty, I came up with the idea of the 7 universal currencies for leveraging anything in this world. And whereas what I'll be talking about is not absolute, these are principles that have worked for me and have been very instrumental in my journey. And so the first universal currency that you need to know about is the currency of the mind. Your mind is God's greatest gift to you and your life's biggest asset. You know, my father told me that your mind is like a garden. Whatever thing you sow in your mind, you reap. And as a farmer, I'm able to appreciate what my father said, because then you will not sow maize seeds and reap that of a mango. So at the end of the day, when you are sowing even maize seeds, there are chemicals and stuff that you need to give to these plants to make sure that they grow. So we are looking at fertilizers, we are looking at the sun rays, we are looking at rain, we are looking at million more and other stuff. The bigger question becomes, because your mind is a garden, what are you planting in your mind? Because your mind is a garden, what seeds are you sowing in there? What diet are you giving it? And the gateway to the mind is the eyes and the ears. So question is, what are you watching and why are you watching it? Who are you watching and why are you watching the person you are watching? What are you listening to? And who are you and why are you even listening to what you're listening to? A group of people decided to build up a tower. As I scanned through a couple of things in my Bible, I realized that the people that decided to build the tower, they decided to build the thing till its top reaches the heavens. And you see God saying that the thing that the people have imagined to do, I need you to understand that everything in life is built twice. First in your mind and second in reality. What you have not conceived, you will not be able to see the results showing up physically. Now, again, your reality is as a result of your most dominant thoughts. And so, what is the most dominant thought on your mind? If you are not happy with your current reality, you need to understand that it is because of the thoughts that's running through your mind, actually the most dominant one. And every time I tell people that before I ever stepped foot in Dubai, I would constantly spend time watching videos of the place. I had read everything that His Royal Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum had put forth. And so I engaged my mind with it, and it was just a matter of time. My mind had taken the lead. My body joined my mind there. And so you need to understand that everything in life is built twice. Again, the second universal currency that you need to understand is the universal currency of time. Now, the unit of a man's destiny is time. Whatever thing that affects your time affects your destiny. And so you need to understand that. I personally believe that every man has 4 seasons of his life. There's the morning season of your life, there's the afternoon season of your life, there's the evening season of your life, and there's the night season of your life. The morning season of your life is ages 0 to 25. The afternoon season of your life is from ages 26 to 50. The evening season of your life is from ages 50 to 65. And ages 65 upwards makes up the night season of your life. Now, the morning season of your life, ages 0 to 25, what do? You get to know yourself. You get to understand who you are, what you are on this earth for, basically what people call purpose. The afternoon season of your life, which is from ages 26 upwards, you build and acquire. So those are seasons in your life where you build a business, you acquire car, you acquire wealth, you build a family. Everything building happens in that space. And then the next season of your life is the afternoon. You establish everything that you have built. And then from ages 65, it leads you into what we call a legacy. Now, because it will lead you into a legacy, it informs how you start building right from the very onset. And so you need to get that. Now, the next slide is a picture of me when I started my business in February 2020, on 25th February 2018. And then the next one is a recent picture that I took on 3rd June. You need to understand that the difference between your current self and your future self is how you process time. I used to hear a lot of people say it's just a matter of time, and then time happens and nothing happens because they didn't process time well. So the difference between your current self and your future self is how you process time. The third universal currency is the universal currency of knowledge. I have a saying I tell my team that what you don't know is darker than the night. One of my greatest fears in life is ignorance, because then what you don't know is darker than the night. Now, the beautiful thing about knowledge is that knowledge runs with vision. The citadel of vision is your mind. The more I grew, I came to a place to understand that the difference between men is vision. The difference between countries is vision. I've heard of the American vision. I've heard of the Dubai vision. I've heard of the France vision. I have not heard of the Ghanaian vision. And so what is the vision of Ghana, and what is even your individual vision? The beautiful thing about vision, again, is that when you have vision, you write it down, and then you create what I personally call the roadmap to the vision. So, for example, if I'm driving a 2022 Ford Mustang, and Dentai is driving a 2005 Camry, and we're supposed to move from Accra to Kumasi, holding speed constant, because I'm driving the latest car, it's expected that I get to Kumasi before her. But if I lack vision of where I'm going to and how to get there, and she has vision of where she's going to and how to get there, with her 2005 Camry, she will get there before me. And so the bigger question is, what is our roadmap, again, as young people? And the citadel of this is our minds. Now, the fourth thing is the universal currency of relationships. My dad always tells me, Moses, all blessings come from God through men to men. And so you need to understand that we live in a world where it is regulated by people. Value is changing. Mr. Kobianda spoke about value. Value is changing from just money to people. Value is gradually moving from money, and we are seeing wealth actually in people, such that Kanye West in an interview says that for him, he deems himself wealthy when he's able to enter any country in the world. And within 20 minutes on a phone call, if he's lost, he should be able to get a presidential brigade out of that country. And so we need to understand the place of people in what we do. It doesn't matter who or what you are, you will need people to commit to your vision to make things work. Now, I believe that in business entrepreneurship and even in building life, you need 4 categories of people. You need collaborators. The collaborators are those you do things together with. You need the creators, those who do things first. And you need the controllers, those who make sure and insist that you are doing things right. Again, you need the competitors. Competition is very important in life, you know. And so the bigger question becomes, out of the above, which one are you? Because when you know the one you are, you're able to know which ones to pull to yourself. I'm personally like the creator guy. I'm excited about new ideas. I'm excited about creating ideas. So because I am the creator guy, I seek to look out for who will control what, who do I collaborate with to, at the end of the day, make sure that the vision has come to pass. Now, the next thing you need to understand is the universal currency of grace, God, and luck. Some people do not believe in God, others believe in grace, others believe in luck. But Nipsey Hussle says in his music dedication that, how long should I stay dedicated? How long will opportunity meet preparation? That defines luck. The more I grow, I understand that people like Aliko Mohammed Dangote do not hide their faith, because strategy at the end of the day is connected to a certain source that you belong to. Next slide. The seed universal currency you need to understand is the physical universal currency. That's a picture of me and Vusi Thembikwa earlier this year. You need to understand that in business entrepreneurship, your aura opens the door. Your aura is how you look, how you carry yourself about, everything about your physical outlook. When your aura opens the door, again, back to knowledge, content gives you a seat at the table. When content gives you a seat at the table, execution makes you stay at that table. And execution is very important, for which reason I embody the ethos, dream, dare, and do, because the world at the end of the day celebrates doers and not dreamers. Now, you need to understand that the seventh universal currency is the currency of money, which we know about. My dad told me very early in life, making money is an action. So at the end of the day, don't sit at home. Get out there and then do something. Maintaining it is a behavior. Multiplying it again is hidden in knowledge. So we live in a world where money is gradually moving from physical, tangible money to digital assets with cryptocurrency and Forex and all that we have it. Now, the bigger thing is, how are you changing the status quo? Be like Isaac Newton and change the status quo. But before you be like Isaac Newton and change the status quo, you need to understand that money, as we have it, is the medium by which earthly success is measured. And that's how come people work their ass off and everything and get rated by Forbes at the end of the day. Change the status quo and be like Isaac Newton. My concern at the end of the day is that Africa's greatest Achilles heels are not her economics. Africa's greatest Achilles heels are not her politicians, nor her religious leaders. I believe that Africa's greatest weaknesses are that Africans themselves do not believe in their true West great potential. Africans do not believe that they can be great. They do not believe that seated amongst us here is another Aliko Dangote. Is that seated amongst us here is another Mr. Kombianda. Seated amongst us here is another Denta Mwabing. And so with all due respect and with all humility, I want everyone to be on their feet. And if you have a flashlight on your phone, I want you to turn it on as a beacon of hope for this continent. Can we kindly be on our feet with all due respect? Thank you. I want you to lift it up and say after me, I will be the greatest version of myself. I didn't hear you. I will be the greatest version of myself. And it shall never be well with poverty. Thank you so much. My name is Moses Biata.